The campus community garden is this space that we're sitting in right now. It's about 1.6 acres, and it's a space where we try our best to connect UVIC students, faculty, and staff to a place to grow their own food and the resources to do so. So we have a fully stocked tool shed that plot renters have access to, and then other things that we do are produce food as staff. We grow food that goes directly to the UVIC food bank, and then we create educational materials, provide other educational opportunities, and just make gardening accessible in any way that we can, and also try and make food, organic, locally grown food, accessible. So our short-term goal is kind of always to be managing the site and stay on top of it. We have a lot of different things going on here. I think growth as an organization is something that we strive for. See increase in the amount of food production, and also the amount of engagement. We normally try and have about 2 to 3 workshops a month that are free for students. They're not happening this year, so we're trying to do video series instead, of just like gardening tips. They're about 5 minutes long. A big challenge for us is that UVIC, the institution, doesn't super recognize us as an organization. So just like having that kind of tokenizing relationship with UVIC where they don't support us or recognize us until they want to use us as like the poster child for their sustainability is really frustrating, and like is a barrier for us to engage students. Having the opportunity and the space to just come out here and like do something like weeding that just feels mindless, and like you're outside getting fresh air and getting your hands dirty, and moving your body a bit. It's just really rejuvenating and really healing. And also there's a really beautiful community of people that come here every week on Fridays and just throughout the week too. And so a lot of really cool conversations happen here, especially like since the work that we do, we try and ground it in decolonization as much as we can. Like decolonization is about land and giving land back, and we don't have the power to do that, but we try and tap into other themes that are tied into decolonization, and we get to have some really cool conversations with the folks that come here about that. Within the broader community too, something that we normally do is what we call pop-up markets, where we'll just like throw a tent up somewhere on campus and just like hand people free food as they walk by. It's like really, really cool to see people's reactions when I'm like, I just want to give you this food, it's free, like just take it. And they're like, really? What did I do to deserve this? I'm like, nothing. Food is a human right, and you deserve it. And you deserve free food, and it's a gift, because that's what food is and what it should be. So I like to help people to think about food in that way, and help people to think about how we can have more of that percolating through society as a whole. And I think that's kind of how this place impacts broader societies, like seeing what people who have come here then go and do elsewhere out in the real world, out of this UVIC bubble, and how that work that they're doing outside of this UVIC bubble has kind of been informed by their experience here.